Hello everyone, welcome to the When at Work podcast. You're with your host Julian Leahy. Today I'm joined by the fantastic Brassell and Hilary Glaser. Welcome to the show, guests.
Thanks for having me, Julian.
Awesome.
Thanks, Julian.
Let's get the music on. Did I get your names correct? That's the most important thing. All good in that regards? Okay, excellent. All right, Danny, you can kick things off being on the left. The categories are lakes and rivers, USA landmarks, or landmarks, I've misspelled that one. Notorious, biology, by the numbers, foreign phrases.
Oh dear, I guess I'll take USA landmarks for 100.
USA landmarks. She came from France to harbor America's freedom.
It would be Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty is correct. Well done, Danny Brassell. What would you like? You're still in control.
I guess for 200.
200. USA landmarks. When he was home, George Washington slept here.
Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon is correct. Did you know that one, Hilary?
I did know that one.
Well,
How is there like a buzzer?
You just got to holler, Hilary.
Oh. Well,
I'm sorry.
we did that the American way.
Yeah, there are buzzers, but it's just kind of another level of complexity. But anyway, continuing on, Danny, what would you like?
Keep going for 300.
USA landmarks for 300. The cornerstone of Massachusetts. It bears the date 1620.
Plymouth Rock.
Let's take a look. Plymouth Rock is correct. Well done, Danny Brassell. 1, 2, 3. 300 points.
At least I was paying attention in one class.
That's right. History.
I'll keep going for 400.
Sorry, that's USA landmarks for 400?
Yes, please.
Yes. Site where John Hancock signed his John Hancock.
The Constitution. Oh, the
Philadelphia.
The physical site or the paper?
Let's take a look. Independence Hall.
Oh.
No, which is Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia.
And who said Philadelphia?
I
Danny.
said Philadelphia.
That would be Danny.
What do you reckon, Hilary? I don't think.
Give it to Danny.
I don't think we should give it to him. All right, you're still in control, Danny. One more incorrect answer, and we're going to cross over to Hilary, or she could answer correctly and take control that way. What would you like, Danny?
All right, let's finish up USA landmarks.
500 USA landmarks. DC building stormed by conspiracy theorists on January 6, 2021.
Capitol building.
Capitol building. Hilary for 500. Well done. You have caught up instantaneously and seized control, unlike the people on January 6. What would you like, Hilary?
Let's do foreign phrases for 200.
Foreign
or
phrases
whatever.
For 200.
Yeah, is that what it is?
In Germany, said before a toast and after a sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. And I actually sneezed while setting up, and Hilary said Gesundheit. And I had this moment of recognition. I think that's going to help you. And it has. Well done. Gesundheit is correct. Hilary has stormed ahead to 700. Danny just behind on 600. Hilary, what would you like?
Let's do foreign phrases for 300.
Foreign phrases for 300. American equivalent to English, the bonnet on a lorry. What?
Hood of a car.
Hood of a car. The hood of a car is correct. Well done, Danny Brassell. You have seized control. What would you like?
I guess we'll do lakes and rivers for 100.
Lakes and rivers for 100. River mentioned most often in the Bible.
The Jordan River.
I'll say the Nile.
Let's take a look. The Jordan is correct.
Well done, Hilary.
Hilary
Nice.
is staying in touch and, in fact, in the lead. What would you like, Hilary?
Let's actually stick with lakes and rivers for 200.
Lakes and rivers for 200. Scottish word for lake.
Lock.
Is correct. Well done, Danny. Neck and neck. 900 for Danny, 800 for Hilary. Danny's in control.
Let's do lakes and rivers for 300, please.
Lakes and rivers for 300. This river flows under London Bridge.
Thames.
Is correct. Well done, Danny. That was 300 points. Well done. What would you like?
Lakes and rivers for 400, please.
Lakes and rivers for 400. American River only 33 miles shorter than the Mississippi.
Missouri.
Let's take a look. The Missouri is correct. Well done, Danny. And you may as well shout out a guess, Hilary, because you don't get penalised. 1, 2, 3, 400 points. Danny, on a roll. Would you like to do 500 lakes and rivers or something?
Yes, please.
Okay. World's largest lake, so big it's named as a sea. World's largest lake, so big it's named as a sea.
The Black Sea? No.
Hilary, what did you say?
We both said the same thing, Black Sea.
Oh, you both said
Yeah.
Black Sea? It's the Caspian Sea.
We both.
I think you might have been in the right area geographically, but not the right river. Okay, you're still in control, Danny. I think.
Notorious for 100, please.
So these are notorious figures in history. For 100, it was probably a lyre, not a fiddle, if he played it while Rome burned. Probably the last Caesar would be, I think.
Nero. I don't think
Is correct. Well
Oh,
done,
no.
Danny. How did you get that? Incredible.
No.
You've been watching shows on Netflix.
No, it's just completely random knowledge, probably from
Somewhere,
cap,
rattling
the
around.
caps of Snapple drinks or something. We'll try Notorious for 200, please.
Notorious for 200. His book, translated as My Struggle, outlined plans to conquer Europe.
Oh, Adolf Hitler.
Ew. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. And you're in control, Hilary. What would you like?
Let's stick with Notorious for 300.
Notorious for 300. Lenin called him ruthless, and his purges proved he was.
Stalin.
I believe that is correct. Well done, Hilary. 300 points.
So now I feel like we've established that Danny knows all of the American history, and I seem to know the terrible Europeans.
Yes.
So let's stick with Notorious for 400.
After the deed, he leaped to the stage, shouting, "Sic semper tyrannis!"
Who's Booth? John Wilkes Booth.
John Wilkes Booth is correct. Is he the guy that killed Abraham Lincoln or George
Lincoln.
Washington? Yeah, Lincoln. Okay, well done. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Danny's in control. What would you like?
Notorious for 500, please.
Notorious for 500. Handsome serial killer who lured women by using crutches and fake plaster arm casts.
Ted Bundy.
Is correct. Horrific. I watched the Netflix show. Don't watch it. Scarred me.
Ugh.
Okay, you are in control, Danny. What would you like?
By the numbers for 100.
By the numbers for 100. The 2 digits that give James Bond license to kill.
007, but 00.
00 for Hilary is correct. It is O. Well done. What would you like, Hilary?
Let's do foreign phrases for 400.
Foreign phrases for 400. From French, it literally means a pen name.
Nom de guerre.
Ooh.
Nom
Nom de plume. Still in control, Hilary. What would you like?
500. Let's just
500
stick with
foreign phrases?
Yeah.
The vidi in Veni Vidi Vici. Veni Vidi.
He saw.
What was it?
He saw. Became. He saw. He conquered. We came.
He
We
saw.
we conquered.
Okay. Do you want to have a guess, Hilary?
It would have been the same guess. He saw.
Oh, well
Or I
done,
saw.
both of you. Danny got there first.
No, I got the.
2, 3, 500. One more. Well done. All right. You can still get back in touch, Hilary. Danny, what would you like?
Let's do foreign phrases for 100, please.
Foreign phrases for 100. Informal greeting used in Australia.
How's it?
G'day.
Oh, how's it in South African?
G'day is correct. Well done. Danny, what would you like?
By the numbers for 200.
By the numbers for 200. Three Dog Night called this the loneliest number.
Number 1. 1 is the loneliest number.
1 is correct. Well done, Hilary Glaser. What would you like?
Let's do by the numbers for 300.
By the numbers for 300. Number of red stripes on current US flag.
13. Oh, nope.
7.
7.
Danny said 7. Hilary said 13, no 7. 7 is correct. Danny got there. 1, 2, 3. Well done, Danny. What would you like?
By the numbers for 400.
By the numbers 400. Total of Disney's Dalmatians and Dwarves together.
108.
Wow. No hesitation. And 100% correct. Well done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick off the mark there with the old mathematics. What would you like, Danny?
We'll do by the numbers for 500.
By the numbers, Broadway hit that takes Fellini film a step further. Or a half step further? A step further.
8.5.
9.
Oh, ow. I get it. 8.5. 1 step further. Gotcha.
Okay. I'm glad someone got it. I didn't get it. All right.
It's 8.5, and if you take it a half step further, it would be 9.
It would be 9.
Right.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think you've only got 1 wrong. She's still in control. But does that sound correct to you, Danny? Yes.
No, give it to Hilary.
You got the maths one right. So you one more chance. What would you like? Biology? 100?
Biology for 100.
100.
Yeah.
This amphibian is a frequent victim of biology class dissections.
Frogs.
Frogs is correct. Well done, Hilary. In control. There's only 1 category left, biology. Would you like 200?
Sure.
Okay. LBJ's hound dog breed or Darwin's ship? It's a hound dog that you see at the airports sniffing people's bags.
German Shepherd.
It's a hound.
Oh, Basset Hound. Sorry, a Basset Hound.
Keep going. Similar, but more friendly looking. Less droopy. Cuter.
Bloodhound?
Snoopy.
I don't know what kind of dog Snoopy is.
Rhymes with eagle.
A Beagle.
Beagle is correct. I had to lay on the clue.
I don't know. Are those the dogs that you have at the airport? Because we have German Shepherds.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
we have beagles, and they sniff out drugs and fruits and stuff because people bring in lots of food and fruits, and we're worried about the farms. But anyway, we got there at the end. Would you like 300 biology, Hilary?
Sure. Yep.
Okay, the basic unit of life, 3 billion die every minute in your body.
Cells.
Cells is
Adam.
correct. Hilary
Yeah.
is making a late comeback.
Here we go.
There's only
Not much of one right now.
900
I'm
on the
not good at
board.
this
You
game.
can't quite get there, but let's do 400.
Let's do 400.
It puts the green in greenery.
Photosynthesis.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll, I think, is the one. Is correct.
Yep.
400. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done. Danny, last question. Deoxyribonucleic acid.
DNA.
DNA is correct. Well done, Hilary. You've finished off strong on 2,700. Danny on 4,300. Well done. You've won and qualified for the Champions Round where we pay for cash prizes. You need to follow the YouTube channel and we will have you back for a Champions Round. But both of you played absolutely well played all around. Okay, Danny, you used to be a teacher. Tell us about your latest mission.
Well, my mission is to bring the joy back into education and the workplace, and I do that in 4 different ways. First of all, I speak around the world about 100 days a year, primarily to schools, but also to corporations and nonprofit groups. Second of all, I've got the world's top reading engagement program online, which teaches parents in just over 2 months how to get their kids to read more, read better, and most importantly, to love reading. I mean, because I think schools do an adequate job at teaching kids how to read. But the question I always ask people is, what good is it teaching a kid how to read if they never want to read? I teach kids why to read because I've never had to tell a kid go watch TV. I've never had to tell a kid go play a video game. And I never want to have to actually tell a kid go read. I want them to choose to do it on their own because they love it. Third, I work with executives and small business owners and entrepreneurs crafting presentations that get their audience to take the next step, whether that's to purchase their product or to donate to their cause or even just to invest in their idea. And then finally, I'm the CEO of Cybersmarties USA, which is a company founded in 2015 by Diarmuid Hudner in Ireland, which teaches kids how to use social media in a positive way. It ensures students' well-being, and it's basically been able to completely eliminate cyberbullying in every country it's been in so far. So in Ireland, New Zealand, India, Turkey, and now I'm introducing it into the United States.
And how do we get kids to read or be interested in reading?
There's lots of different strategies. One of the quickest strategies I share with parents usually is President Bush Sr. in the United States over 30 years ago signed a very important law that says every television set in America has to have closed captioning. So the quickest strategy I share with parents is turn on the closed captioning. And parents say, well, wait a sec, if the show is in English and the subtitles are in English, what good does that do? I'm like, well, that's a fair point. Let me make a point. Have you ever watched a show with subtitles and not looked at the subtitles? It's very difficult to do. Your brain is actually attracted towards the text. And there's actual research to support what I'm saying. If you look at reading scores around the world, the more kids watch TV, the lower their reading scores are in every single country on the planet except for one. The country where kids watch the most TV has the highest reading scores in the world. It's Finland. And people always ask, well, how can that be? I'm like, well, Finland makes really bad TV shows. And so they have to import all these old American sitcoms like Happy Days and Gilligan's Island, and they're being subtitled. The kids are constantly looking at that text. So that's a quick, easy strategy for every parent to do. The most important thing, though, is the research shows that it doesn't matter what you read. What matters is how much you read. It doesn't matter if you're reading James Joyce or James and the Giant Peach. People who read more read better. And so our goal in the program is that we're getting kids to read 20 minutes a day at home for fun. And the great thing is there's 2 things the research shows us. First of all, those minutes don't have to be consecutive. You can do 3 minutes here, 1 minute there. And second of all, being read aloud to is just as beneficial as reading on your own, which is especially popular. I work with a lot of dyslexic students, and dyslexics tend to process information a lot better with their ears. And so we're constantly giving them books on tape. So that's a very long answer to a short question.
No, it's very interesting, helping the kids read. That's awesome. And what are you doing with business executives? You're helping them do more speaking, public speaking. Why are you doing that, and why should they be interested in that?
Yeah, so I help people craft what I call stump speeches. I used to be a journalist, and politicians have the same speech that they introduce themselves to new audiences all the time. You'll hear a lot of people call them a signature talk. You can call it peanut butter and jelly. The term doesn't matter. But basically, we craft presentations so that when you're being introduced to a new audience, how do you create that connection with that audience? And I'm a little bit different than a lot of people that teach it, just in that I don't like teaching people to give their saddest story of their life, which is how I see a lot of people teaching it. I like to inject humor and joy and hope, which I think are in short supply in the world right now.
Awesome. And what can people see if they check out your website, Free Gift from Danny?
Well, freegiftfromdanny.com is just my gift to everybody for bearing with me. If you if you go there, I'm going to give you a couple of gifts. First of all, I'll give you a complimentary e-copy of my book, Read, Lead, and Succeed, which is a book I wrote for an elementary school principal who was trying to keep his faculty and staff positively engaged. So I said, okay, I'll write you a book. So every week I give you a concept, an inspirational quote, an inspirational story, a book recommendation on a book you should read, but you're probably too lazy because you're an adult. So I also give you a children's book recommendation that demonstrates the same concept. You can read that in 5 minutes. I'm also going to give everybody a complimentary access to a 5-day reading challenge I did online last summer for about 700 parents around the world, where every day for an hour, I give you all kinds of strategies on how to get your kids more excited about reading. Because the more excited we get kids to read, the more likely they are to read. And the more they read, the better they get. So if you just go to freegiftfromdanny.com, you'll get those. Plus, you'll get a weekly inspirational email from me until you die.
Well, that's pretty good with the follow-up, if that's the case. And what's what do we see at this one? Oh, that one's not active anymore. Okay, forget that one. All right. So if you want to follow Danny, what social media are you mostly on?
Gosh, I guess I don't know if I'm on any of them that much. I'm on LinkedIn a lot. I like to connect with people that actually want to contribute to the world. I find too much social media is just very negative nowadays, and so I'm trying to always be a sign of hope. I guess LinkedIn would probably be the best social media for me.
Awesome. All right. Well, if you want to check out what Danny's doing with the reading challenge, probably the best way is to get into that free gift from Danny funnel and start, reading more and learning that way, because reading is great, and we do sometimes stop reading. Well, I certainly do from time to time. Thank you very much, Danny Brassell. Thanks,
Julian.
All right. So we're going to talk to Hilary now. Hilary, I want to know first of all, who Elle and Joy, is it? Ellie and Jojo. Who are they? And why is your business?
Ellie was, so Ellie was my mom. Jojo is my stepmom. They were the Google before there was a Google. So in the, before the internet, if you wanted to know the best pizza place, the best place to go to get clothes tailored, the best restaurants, you went to women. And when it came time for me to really build my business, the most obvious name for me was Ellie and Jojo, as a nod to both of them. And we're a digital marketing company that helps small businesses, primarily small businesses who don't have access to ad agencies just due to funding. We help them get found on the internet.
Awesome. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap there. There's a lot of people doing ad services and marketing services, but there's a lot of people that find it very daunting, and they're not sure who to speak to. So, who do you mostly work with, Hilary?
I work with a lot of small practitioners, therapists, speech therapists, a lot of smaller businesses, handymen, plumbers. Really those mom and pop shops that wouldn't have access to the large ad agencies. But I also do work with some, big players. I work with Subaru in some of their efforts to try to get more mechanics, which is not the right term to use, but more mechanics over to their individual dealerships as a career choice. So people who are burnt out in their jobs, who just want something else, but want to be able to think critically and put puzzle pieces together. Sometimes being a master technician or starting out as an entry-level technician is a really good route to go. You're starting from scratch, but you're not in the rat race. You're doing something that, from what I've heard, a lot of people love to do.
Interesting. And you did say you work with therapists. Are they kind of a bit of a niche for you, and you work with them quite a lot?
Accidentally a niche. It wasn't planned. I started with one client as who was a therapist, and working with her through all of her business development, narrowing down what her specialty is, and then it just kind of spiraled from there. So it's kind of a niche, but not intentionally.
Okay, and what are some of the challenges specifically for those people in terms of marketing their businesses? What are some of the things they do wrong?
They don't explain why they're private pay. So in the United States, we have a lot of people who, you have medical insurance, you can get mental health care covered, at least in some part, with your medical insurance. And a lot of therapists are actually moving away from that because the insurance companies have made it so difficult to get paid, and to get paid appropriately. So then they've taken the cost that they would have submitted to an insurance agency and put it online as, I don't accept insurance, but here's my rate for private pay. And then they don't explain the benefits of private pay.
Yeah.
They also a lot of them don't do their due diligence to put content out there that prospective clients would be interested in hearing about or interested in reading about. So I work with them on content strategies. And then when you're in like a blog post, how do you promote yourself without saying, well, at our place, you can get blah, 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 without sounding very inauthentic?
Yes, it's it's a very different headspace. Therapists often, I think, really just have no idea about marketing and content marketing and all of that. So it's something you'd really have to explain to them. And content marketing is obviously hugely important. Is that really what you try to get these people doing? And what do you do? Do you do all the writing and content producing for them, or do they, you just help them create the content?
So content is really only one part of it. A lot of their websites aren't compliant for SEO purposes. So while I help them make their sites more SEO compliant from a usability standpoint and just an SEO, like search engine optimization architecture standpoint, the content is really what reigns supreme. Sometimes my clients will write their content, and as one of my clients put it, I SEOify it. I put in subheads, I put in the right links. I make sure that there's not like big chunks of copy when I'm posting the content. I make sure the flow and the visuals look really nice. And then other times I will actually write the content for them, and I write it in their tone of voice, not mine, and send it along to them for review. And when I get the thumbs up, I get to post it.
Yes, Hilary, there's a lot of talk with content marketing about can you, in your experience, can you still produce good content that ranks using AI, is my question.
You can. You absolutely can, but you can't just use AI on the surface and whatever it spits out at you, you take and then just post. You do have to modify it so it does fit your tone and voice. It does fit the branding. Branding is still pretty important. Even if you're a therapist and you're a solo practitioner, the brand has to be central. And if you're central to your brand, that piece of content should sound like you and not something that sounds like it came from an AI. And while you can manipulate the prompts, it still doesn't always get the job done. You still have to do a little bit of manual labor in order for it to really feel like it's you providing that content, but it can still rank pretty well.
Okay, that's a relief, just quietly. All right, and if people want to get in touch with you and they go into your website, what do they do? Do they have a call with you or one of your staff?
So if they just want to passively keep in touch, they can just sign up for the newsletter, which is that box you're seeing. Otherwise, they can bypass that, go to the free consult, and they get 30 minutes with me where they get to either ask questions or seek my help and figure out how I can help them grow their business, but really make a definitive lasting mark within the internet, within the search engines.
Awesome, yeah. And their website's ellieandjojo.com. Is that correct?
Oh, not com, .co.
Oh, sorry. ellieandjojo.co. And what social media are you active on, Hilary? I'll put that in the show notes.
I'm not super active on any of them, but we have a presence on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'll endeavour to put those in the show notes. And thank you so much, Hilary Glaser and Danny Brassell.
Thanks, Julian.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks, Julian.
And well done, Danny, for winning. You're in the champion round, and we'll see you again. And I hope to see Hilary again, too. We might get Hilary back because she was fun. Thank you very much, guests. And thanks for listening and watching, everyone. I'm going to wrap things up. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye.